aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, here's Lamar. He's on the move. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Lamar now from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Hey, middle. You at.
Lamar throwing again. Forced out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up third and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Connects with the open man downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Hey.
They send a man in motion. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. He lofts it deep left. His first throw is an interception. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All right.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
180.
They send a receiver in motion right. Jackson now on 3rd. That's taken in by Henry. And he's brought down after a short gain. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. From the gun, Jackson. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And that's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Let's go now.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Garindo again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers facing a 3rd and 6.
Sack.
From the gun is Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Return's looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. First and 10 coming up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 rather. Hook.
After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Brought in by Ayuk. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump.
Uh-huh.
And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Bateman hauls it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. A lot of grass ahead. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down from the red zone. Has it down close. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now it's Lamar. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was... touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
It's hot. Change it. Yeah. No. Sit up.
Jackson throwing here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. One last play before the break.
60 bison, 60 bison, check go.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Go.
On the give, it's Garindo. He's contained at the line for no gain. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Check smash, check smash. Check.
Slot man motioned over.
Ready.
They'll go right back to Garindo. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
79 Bronco.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Henry does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Working quickly here. Lamar off the play fake. He rolled. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. sack going to cost them some yardage.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Caught by Flowers. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hey, Alpha, what? Ready? 13. Go ahead.
4th down, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they do.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. So we're through 3 here. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th.
49ers 7.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Hot, go. Hot.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Cup 19. Ready?
Now it's Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
A gain of 7.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the 1st. Pressure comes, Purdy. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go! Go!
Looking to throw, Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time on rhythm and accurately, well, that was teaching tape right there.
Purdy on first down. That's brought in by Jennings. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Into traffic, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers losing by 14. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Now, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back, motioning right. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Play action now with Jackson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson throwing for it. He's on the move. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Ravens 27, 49ers 7.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy gets this from the pistol. That throw finds Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Purdy throwing here on 1st. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Hey, report. Sit up.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end.